Hey guys, it's Kickback with another ROM review, and this time I've got the LiquidRemix version 10.0.1 based on the Android Pie for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So guys, the LiquidRemix. Now, I have already made a video for this ROM on audio, but I guess there was no maintainer for this for a time being. I wasn't here, so I don't really know, but there was no Pi release until recently. There was an unofficial release, and this now is the official release. The unofficial one has been converted to the official one, and that is pretty amazing. So let's get into it. Liquid Smooth is the second coming of the Liquid Smooth ROM. Liquid Smooth ROM has a very special place in my heart because I have used that when I was away on my S3, and it was a great experience. It is an amazing ROM which works out really well. I really like that. Let's get started with the ROM now. First of all, in the settings menu, you will see in the About Phone page, you can see that it is for the OnePlus 3. There is an OTA updater. I'm not really sure if this thing works or not. See, this is Android version 9. You can see this is 10.0.1. That is the version which is right now. The build number is this one. Kernel version is, now kernel it is using is Maris kernel version 4.2, which is latest kernel, one of the best kernels available. Security patches used is October because the November security patches are not out yet. So yeah. Anyways, build number is this one, so that is pretty much it in the About Phone page. One thing which I do want to mention is, well, the VLT works, no issues with that. It doesn't have the VLT indicator though, which I would have liked to have. But encryption also seems to be working, at least that is what the forum says. I didn't use it. I have my phone decrypted and it has been working out really well for me in that case. No issues there. But for the most part, everything basically works. So I just want to let you guys know about that. Let's get to the features now. If you have ever used a LiquidRemix or Liquid Smooth ROM, you will probably know that it is one of the most feature-rich ROMs. It has a lot of features. Let's get started. Now, first of all the features are inside the Liquid Lounge option. In the Liquid Lounge, you have ambient display mode, so you can customize that. It does have now playing mode, which is pretty awesome, but it does eat into a little bit of battery life, but it is still there for you to use it. Battery level can be enabled in the ambient display. Time and stay and those settings can be customized, which I would suggest not to touch. When to show, always on mode, new notification mode is available. It does have tilt, pickup and proximity sensor options, which are pretty cool. I really like that. Animation option, it does customize it. It does have all the animation options which you would find or expect out of any custom ROM. So yeah, screen off animation, toast animation, tile quick animations, all of that is available. Button options is available. You do have volume rocker options, and it has all the options like keyboard cursor control, music application, launching the application. All that options are available in here, and you can customize that. Volume steps are also available, which is pretty nice to have. Disable keys, all that options. Backlight customization, button in touch. Accidental touch can be enabled or disabled from here if you are having issues with that. Back button, home button and overview button customization is available, which is the USB style customization, which works out really well. It does even have the home button when ringing option. If you are someone who uses home button for taking up calls, works out really well. In the device option, you do have device gestures, so you do have the screen off gesture options, so you can enable that. The slider options are available. It doesn't have the shitty sliders or the awesome sliders, whichever way you want to go, but it's just something there. And also it has the high brightness mode tile, which is amazing. I don't know why the custom ROM will have a high brightness mode, but it doesn't have a tile with it, because that sort of seems counterintuitive. Anyways, now apart from that, in the gesture option, you do have a USB gestures, which is for the camera button, the swipe up home button, and also prevent ringing by pressing the volume up and power button, which is stupid on a OnePlus device. But anyways, carbon gestures are also available, which is pretty awesome. Navigation gestures are available, which you can customize if you are using that one. It does have swipe, 3-finger swipe for screenshot, but again, swipe, 3-finger swipe doesn't really work on any custom ROM right now, because it also scrolls down the screen, which doesn't work out really well. It does have the markup option if you are someone who like me, if you are someone who sends away memes to your brothers and sisters, then yeah, you can use that. Screen off power button torch is available, automatic turn off is available, status bar double tap to sleep and lock screen double tap to sleep is available. One thing is that the lock screen double tap to sleep doesn't work on the center one. You have to be on the bottom shortcut menu or on the top 2/3, or so that's just something there. Keyboard options are available, which you can customize. Lock screen options are also available, so you have font styles, the lock screen charging info, fingerprint authentication, face auto unlock. All the options are available, which is pretty cool. It even has fingerprint unlock, which is pretty nice to have. Lock screen visualization is customizable, and you can customize that, pretty nice to have. The miscellaneous options, you do have activity blacklist, which is pretty cool. I haven't really used it, but I can pretty much see a lot of use cases for this one, because if you have a battery draining activity, you will probably be able to blacklist that and be done with it. It's pretty cool. App ops are available, so you can customize the permission for each and every application to your house content. Burn-in protection is available, and you can customize the burn-in shift. Allow signature spoofing if you want to use MG apps, micro G apps. I haven't used it, so I'm not really sure about that. Pocket G apps are available. Wake up on charge. Screenshot type can be customized to full screen or partial. CPU info can be enabled or disabled. It even has a tile for that. Sensor block per package is available for saving a little bit of battery life. Now the navigation option, you can enable the nav bar from here. It does work out really well. Power menu options are available. You can customize that. Now something which I really do want to mention is that it does have an option for changing the alpha value for the on-the-go mode. Now keep in mind that if you accidentally crank it all the way to 100 and if you enable on-the-go alpha mode, I mean, it's gonna be an issue. I mean, you have to hard reset your phone or restart your phone. So yeah, keep that in mind, because I just had to do that. Just showing you guys. Anyways, there is an option for that, which is pretty cool, so I like that. Quick setting panel is customizable. You can even customize the opacity of it. Brightness control or brightness slider can be enabled. Smart pull down is available. Auto brightness icon even can be on the bottom, which is pretty awesome to have. Running service icon can be enabled or disabled. Vibrate on touch is available. Also, there is an option to customize the icon set. So that's from here. You can have the quick bar columns also, and all the normal columns, which is pretty nice to have. All these options are available. All no-go mode can be enabled from here also. Liquid launch, all these options are available, and it is pretty cool. It is a full-featured quick setting panel customization, which is really nice. Status bar options, you do have battery bar, which is really nice to have. Carrier label settings are available. Clock settings are available, which you can customize. It does have AM PM indicator, date, font color, font size, font style, all that is available, and you can customize that. Status bar item can be enabled or disabled. It doesn't have the VOLT one, which I have already mentioned, but I don't like that. But I mean, it's not something which I cannot live with. Battery status styles are available. It even has dotted circle. Yeah, also battery percentage can be inside the icon, outside the icon. Network traffic indicator can be enabled or disabled, and also hide arrows are available. Something which I did notice is the Liquid logo. If you enable that, it just doesn't come up, so not really sure why. Anyways, brightness control can be enabled or disabled. 4G icon instead of LTE. Data disabled. Old style mobile data type indicator, which is really cool. I really like that one, because I like the combined one rather than the separate one, which is available with Pi. So just preference stuff, it is available. Hide notch is available, which seems stupid for our device, but anyways, it's there. In the weather options, you have customizations also. So you have lock screen weather options. Condition icons can be customized. Weather services can be customized. You can select a weather provider. It has a lot of options as well that can be enabled if you are into that. So yeah, that is it in the Liquid launch options. In the other stuff, in the display options, as you can see, it will have adaptive brightness options. It does have ambient display options here, mirrored also, if you can customize that. Dashboard conditions can be enabled. Double tap to wake is available here, so it does work out really well. Now theming options are available in this one. I have selected black theme with a white accent color, so you can customize that. It is pretty cool, and this is one of the better theming engines which I've seen. I will get into that in the aesthetic section, but I mean, it is pretty cool. You also have quick setting tile style. So I have selected circle with trim, so you can see that it is pretty cool. I really like that. It just works out really well, so I'm pretty happy about that. Font size can be customized, and display size can be customized from here. Sound options, pretty basic stuff. It even has the increasing ring volume, also vibrate on call is available. All these options does work out really well. And that is it in the extra settings or the feature section of this ROM. And as you have already guessed, it's a very feature-rich ROM. It has a lot of features. Maybe not as much. I mean, it is almost as much as the MSN Extended or Havoc ROM, but maybe not quite as much. Probably. I mean, if you're splitting the hair, it is probably not, but it is right up there. It has almost all the features and I really like it because of that. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 for features. Now the battery life. The battery life has been pretty decent for me. It has been anywhere from around 14 to 16% of active drain and about 1.3 to 1.4% of idle drain. Now, I just want to mention this previously because a lot of people have been asking me about this. Screen on time. Okay, you can calculate the screen on time from the active drain. So with a delta of maybe, I don't know, 20%, you will probably have like 5 hours of battery life in screen on time. So anyways, battery life has been pretty good. Just showing you guys how the battery graph goes on. Yeah, I've charged it here. It's not flat, it's not a fully unideal, but I guess no ROM is actually ideally or fully flat, except for maybe Skydragon, which is an amazing ROM, which I have made a review of it. Anyways, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for battery life, which is pretty cool. Now the performance of the ROM. Now this is where this ROM, I would say, fell apart, because I mean the benchmark score I got with this ROM was a joke. The average score which I received was about 105,495, which is ridiculously low. The last score which I received was about 103,000, which is, again, it's not very good score. Now why is that? I actually snooped a bit more into this. It seems that the big cores, or the bigger cores, a big cluster of cores, is not being used when benchmarking is going on, or even when a game is running. So I tried playing PUBG on this one. It just, I mean, it was so freaking slow, I couldn't use it. So yes, let me just say this: if you are someone who uses PUBG and if you run PUBG a lot, don't use this ROM, because I don't know if that is an issue with this ROM or a kernel of this kernel. But every other ROM with this kernel didn't have any issues. It's probably a minor issue in coding or anything of that sort, which is causing the bigger cores not to function correctly. But just so you know, that is something which I did encounter. I did want to let you guys know. I'm pretty sure this is going to be fixed up in the next version or next release. So just this version, which is a 25 release, I'm not really sure, it's something like that. Just no, this is not very good. I just want to show you guys. Okay, little cluster, this one is full time running. Whenever the benchmark was going on, I had run the benchmark using this one. Deep sleep is 0. Big cluster one, this is like for 3 seconds it has been running, and this has been always in deep sleep or in the low power mode. I'm not sure why that is, or why that is a thing. So yeah, just for your information, performance is kind of shite. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 for performance. Now the stability of the ROM. The stability of the ROM is okay. I did have a few system UI crashes where system UI just restarted on its own, and that was pretty crucial period for me. I was trying to make a call and I couldn't get it, so yeah, but I mean, it did not outright crash the device or restart the device at all, so I don't really have much of an issue with it, but still it's not very good. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for the stability. Now the camera. The camera is a basic one, nothing more, nothing less. It just works, it takes photographs, it takes videos, no frills. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Now the aesthetics of the ROM. Now I've already mentioned that the theming engine in this one is pretty damn good, right? The reason for it is, for some reason, it is using the same theming engine like any other USB ROM, like Havoc and everything else. But for some reason, it doesn't conflict with other application, which is pretty awesome. I would really love that to be in other ROMs also, like Nitrogen and all the other ROMs which is there. Havoc ROM, because Havoc ROM has this issue with autofill options. Whenever you enable autofill, everything goes black, because when you are selecting black, and you pretty much cannot see anything. It is black on black text, and it is a kind of jarring. So this one seems to have it figured out, and I really like that. So I really like the aesthetics of it, and for some reason I like the font of it. This is using the condensed font, which is amazing. I really like that, and it personally appeals to me, so I really like that. You can use Substratum with root, which lately I don't really feel gravitated towards Substratum, because it just, I mean, it's not much of an issue there. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 for aesthetics overall. Now the overall experience of the ROM. The overall experience of the ROM is pretty legit. I don't mind using this as a daily driver. Yes, the performance issue is a huge issue in my opinion. I had tried to restart the ROM, I had tried to reflash the ROM, but it seems to be stuck. I don't know if this is just with my device. I didn't go to the forums, which is my mistake, I understand. But it is an issue which I'm having, so yeah, anyways. So yeah, the overall experience, I really like this ROM. The only issue is that the performance thing, but to be extremely honest, I don't play PUBG, I don't play much intensive games. I'm more about battle life. It still doesn't give best in class battle life, but again, it's more about the ability. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for overall experience, which is pretty cool. Let me show you guys the boot animation, which is also pretty nice. So here is the boot animation for LiquidRemix version 10.0. Honestly, nothing has changed from the previous version of LiquidRemix, but it's a cool boot animation, I guess. So nothing special or nothing ventured or nothing gained. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I guess that much is it about the ROM then. I like this ROM, I really do. It's a very polished ROM. It has a lot of things going on for it. Yes, there are occasional system UI crashes, which, I mean, if you are someone who knows how to get around those, it won't matter to you. There is a performance issue which I did find, and it's something jarring, but maybe in the next release, I'm pretty sure that if they find it out, they will fix it. So I'm really happy. I have my trust in the developers. The developer is Deadboy, our own guy. He works out really well. So yeah, the final score is going to be about 6.29336788, which is going to score it to 6.3. The only reason it is going a bit lesser is because of that performance score of 4 out of 10, because I mean, it is how it is, right? So yeah, I guess that much is it about the ROM then. Hope you guys liked the video. Please share, subscribe, and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.